You now the foreword that Charlie Kirk penned for my book entitled Hoodwinked, 10 Lies Americans Believe in the Truth That Will Set Them Free. It reads, 2.5 centuries ago, America's founders established their new nation upon self-evident truths, that all men are created equal, and that they possess the inalienable rights to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But that was 250 years ago. Today, America is not a republic of self-evident truths, but under the regime of self-evident lies. These lies claim that America is a racist country, that only future discrimination can fix past discrimination, and that our well-being today requires killing off our future. Those spreading these lies claim that if we just spend enough time pumping poison into children's brains at a young age, it will remove stigma, and those poisons will cease to be poisonous. Nobody understands these threats that we live under better than my good friend, Pastor John Amanchukwu Sr. He and I both know what it's like to be pilloried and denounced for preaching the gospel. John has been called a book burner for trying to make sure kids learn math and reading in school instead of being given pornography. He's been called a race traitor for trying to save unborn Black lives. Pastor John breaks the mold in another way. He is as bold as a lion in a time when most pastors are cowards. The past few years have sometimes been heartbreaking for me. I've seen pastors shy away from crucial moral questions like sexual purity, the sanctity of marriage, or the right to life, because they think speaking about the core moral issues of the present is too political for Christian leaders. I had to watch thousands of pastors call themselves non-essential and gladly close their churches to worshipers for weeks or even months at a time. I've seen pastors who fear their neighbors more than they fear God, and who fear dying most of all. And why would anyone want to follow a Christian who is worried about dying? John, on the other hand, fears only God. And whether he's taken on school boards or abortionists, he never wilts under pressure, intimidation, or social scorn. He knows that any pastor worth his salt must be a true leader in the community, not just a life coach who is heard on Sundays and otherwise forgotten. He knows that preaching the gospel should be risky, just as it was risky for Christ 2,000 years ago. Yet for all his bravery, John has always been one of the most personable and humane pastors I know, and I am glad to count him as a friend as well as an inspiration. Read this book, take it in, and then put it into practice in your own life. Learn how to tear down the facade of lies that dominates our country and rebuild the deeply moral Christian nation that this land is supposed to be. You won't regret it. Charlie Kirk, founder, Turning Point, USA. Charlie Kirk is not a racist. A racist wouldn't write heartfelt words like that, put it into print, and make it permanent.